Hey Crooked Fin Crew, this is Brian. We're going to do something a little different today. I got a few spiders that I wanted to show everyone and talk about. So we're going to clean their cages out. They're not really cages, they're just little containers, and I'll show you them in a minute. We'll start with one and move on to the next. Now I'm not going to try to read these names. Other than the Puebla Stout Leg. I don't even know if I said that one right. But this is the name of this little guy. He's just a sling. You can't hardly see him in his hole right now, but I will dig him out and show him off a little. I'm not going to try to hold them because they are babies and they will probably try to bite. Okay, it's recording.
I'm done.
Alright, so here is the Stout Leg Sling. He's only probably maybe 3/4 of an inch long. Looks like his food's still kicking. I put that cricket in there yesterday. But that is called the Puebla. Sorry. I'm an idiot when it comes to reading this stuff. Stout Leg. Sorry that glares there. Anyways, what I'm doing is I'm just making sure there's no mold growing in this cage. I probably should leave them alone, but I've been noticing a lot of moisture, and I don't want anything to happen to them, so. They don't seem to get too stressed. He moves around like this when I get him out. Whereas if he's just in his cage, he just sits in a little hole. Making a little bit of a mess here. So I'm going to use a spoon, shovel it back in here, and then I'll pick him back up and put him back in. And then he'll just re-burrow back down. I think these were actually, my buddy said he thinks they were actually for like a car display box, and they're repurposed for a little cage, and I think it's genius. These ones are a little bit bigger, but he's a tiny guy, so he needs a tiny cage. Okay, so that is a Stout Leg Sling, 3/4 of an inch long max, and he will get, well, like I said, I'll tell you how big they'll get when I get that info off the internet. I think it's like 6 or 7 inches. Perfect. The next spider that we got here is called the common name is a Togo Stardust, or the Heteroscadra maculata, I think is how it's pronounced. Anyways, it's a subspecies of a bird. It is a bird eating spider, but it is not a Goliath bird eater. So now I'm going to get him out. He's a little bit bigger than the last one. Supposedly they have a very painful bite. I don't know how venomous they really are. I just know that the pain can be extreme. So let's get him out. Hon, do you want to hold the camera for me? He likes to hide on this. He's probably in there somewhere. Let's find him before I start digging. Need my tongs.
Turn the light on.
This light?
Yep.
There we go. Is that better?
Yep. Make it on this side, yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna slowly pick. He's got a little burrow web here. I'm just gonna oh, there he is. Now, let me see that. I want to get a close-up zoom of him. Notice how he's kind of like whiter hairs. These guys are really cool when they're older. They're like a white or gray and black. And then the reason they're called a Stardust because they just look like, I will show a picture of an adult and you'll know why they're so cool looking when they're adults. How long do you think he is? He's probably not much bigger than the other one. Maybe with his legs sticking out the front, maybe an inch. He's probably actually closer to 3/4 of an inch then, if that's the case, because the other guy's a little smaller. I'm gonna peel this off of here. So this guy here, he will grow to 7 to 8 inches. They're from West Africa, I believe. I already forgot. I just looked it up too. They like humid, warm temperatures, and as babies they like to burrow. But when they get older, they'll make big, beautiful webs in like trees and stuff. That's why they're called bird eater or bird catchers. As the internet was calling them, just bird spiders. But I'm gonna mix his substrate up. I don't have to dump him out because he didn't actually burrow. Just gonna mix it up, repack it down, because when I take him out, I don't like having a big void in there like what he had. Because when I pulled this out, there was a big hole, and I'm always afraid he's gonna get squished somehow. I know I'm just all over the place. I didn't realize I was zoomed in. Okay, so there he is. And again, here's the name in case somebody wants to look him up. Spider. This one is called a Singapore Blue. Again, I'm not going to try to pronounce the scientific name, but that's him. He gets pretty big too. And they have a really pretty blue and or purple color when they're adults. I'm going to set this down. Alright. Now, what, buddy? Go ahead. Okay. This is the leftovers of his breakfast or dinner. So dead cricket. I'll pick his little water dish out. This guy's a little bit bigger. He was bigger when I got him. Oh yeah, he's looking big and beautiful. That's him right there. We will
close it back up?
Yeah. Lay him out.
Close the bag?
Yeah. Dad.
Yeah, buddy.
I got more.
Daddy's busy.
It's making a video.
Okay, out there. Okay, this guy actually got out, ran across my counter one day, but he is much bigger than the other ones. Like, can't tell there, but when he opens up, he's much bigger. There's a dime next to him. He also gets about 6 to 7 inches, I believe, maybe about 8. I gotta do a little more research on him, but I will post a picture of him at full size as well.
He's big.
Yeah, I thought I saw a little hint of blue in him, but it's hard to tell with this lighting. I don't know when they're supposed to actually get their colors, though. Either way, he's a cool little spider. So I had to actually stop the video because this little shithead escaped and somehow got underneath this, in between this thing on the bottom of here, and I had to empty it and scoop him out of there. I got him back in there, unharmed. Now we need to catch him a cricket. So we'll go do that quick before I actually end this video. Now, I'll do a video someday on that cage there. It has a gecko that I found. Oh crap. In well, I didn't find it. A buddy of mine at work found it, and he was on the side of our building at work. And being here in Ohio the day after Christmas when we found it was absolutely insane, because it's cold out. Shouldn't be a gecko outside here in Northwest Ohio. But he will soon not be in that cage either. We have to finish his cage. This guy, forgot his water dish though. And then we'll set that right there. There we go. Now I'll go put him back. Everybody, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll try to think of a video to do tomorrow. Probably be more pool pond tomorrow.